Okay, so now that you've been a host for, is it almost a year?
Yes, close to 1 year.
Are you currently happy with the result? Is this what you've envisioned?
I am. In fact, I did not expect my two homes doing this well. I sell businesses and I have built businesses in the past. And one thing I knew for sure, when you first started out, you have to run at a loss. And for this specific business, it's a cash flow business.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm pretty excited today. We are meeting Minh, and she's going to give us a tour of her lovely property. I can't wait to see what's inside. Minh's running a little bit behind, but thankfully, we do have the door access code, so we get to see it firsthand, and we're going to get our raw reaction. All right, the reveal. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Woo! Okay, so it passed the sniff test. I like to smell my Airbnbs right when I get in. If it smells like musty or sweaty, automatic remove points. So this property is gorgeous. The moment you walk in, please remove shoes. Super Asian, okay? We are going to remove shoes. Min is so nice, so cute. Look at this. She gives snacks. Okay, to be honest, I used to do this too. I used to do this until my guests were so ungrateful. Long story short, my first ever Airbnb, it was in San Bruno, California, and I was like that host that goes above and beyond. I provided travel toothbrush, bottle of free wine, and like tons of snacks. One of my guests left me a 4-star review that says, property's great, everything is great, but I'm so offended the host gave me a cheap bottle of wine. Okay. Hello! Hey. You made it. Good to see you, man. Oh my God, I love this property. So cool. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I know that you've worked so hard to get these things up. I'm glad that it turned out well, and I'd love to hear more about your experience.
Let me go from the start.
Okay.
I have been working a very stressful job and I wanted to get out so I can spend more time with my kids. I have 3 boys. I was looking at many things. So I came across your post on Instagram and I'm like, hey, these guys make sense.
Really?
But then
Okay.
I was skeptical. Followed you for 1 year. Literally.
1 whole year.
I was looking
cow.
at every post, and then you show the math and you show the numbers. So that's my job when I was working from 9 to 5, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I sign up.
What exactly did you do?
Investment banking.
Investment banking.
So I help people sell their companies. It's hard work, and I have to work through the night, through the weekends. Sometimes, I didn't have Christmas. My kids grew up so quickly. I don't want to miss out.
The Wi-Fi password is something crazy, or just leave a 5-star review. We cemented in their minds early on.
This property has 4 bedrooms and
I cracked
2
the window
bathrooms.
open for you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
We
Was it stuck?
It was stuck. It was down, like
Okay.
all the way. And then when I first came in, I could smell like it was a little bit musty.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I think we
okay.
should always leave
I
it.
have to tell my cleaner so she knows next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then we have a downstairs bedroom over here, which is nice because some guests, they don't want to climb the stairs, and this looks right to the pool and the spa area. So I launched my first property 5 months into the program, and that was kind of late because many of our cohorts get like 2 months in, 1 month in.
One of your biggest criteria is that it must be local.
Yeah.
And it's such a competitive environment where we live,
It is.
We just have to be extra picky because usually what's available for us around where we live is usually not a higher caliber property.
Right,
So
exactly.
that's why I think it took you so long. But
Yeah.
if you were willing to branch out with your personality and work ethic, I think you could have gotten something in like less than a month.
The good thing about this property is one of the bedrooms is so huge, so I can put in 2 queen beds, which boosts my head count for this up to 12 guests.
Yeah.
So 2 queen beds in here. I plan to put in some kind of like beanbag chair over here because that tree is dying. Didn't have enough light.
Fake plants.
Yes.
Fake plants. Trust me.
That's what I learned. That's what I learned. You're very strict. And I really appreciate that because most of the time, as we're new, we're like, okay, this looks like a good deal just because we like how it looks, right? But no. You have to sit down and take a closer look at that. It has to make sense in terms of numbers. And that's one of the things that keep me out of bad deals.
Okay, so now that you've been a host for, is it almost a year?
Yes, close to 1 year.
Are you currently happy with the result? Is this what you've envisioned?
I am. In fact, I did not expect my two homes doing this well. I sell businesses and I have built businesses in the past. And one thing I knew for sure, when you first started out, you have to run at a loss. And for this specific business, it's a cash flow business.
Exactly.
For my first property, I thought, okay, I will have to at least pay rent out of my pocket. No. I make just enough to pay rent the first month, and I was like, wow. The second month, I made 1.5 times rent.
How much is rent?
The second rent was $4,700 for that property.
Like around 7,000?
8,000.
8,000.
The third month, I made twice the rent.
2x rent. Okay, so you made like 9,000, close to 10.
Close to 10.
Close to 10.
And it kept on. And I think this house is on track to make 120K per year.
120K. So roughly about 10K a month.
Yeah.
So that will put you right around 3,100, 3,200 profit
Right.
after all expenses.
Yes. So here's like this little room for kids with paddle board up here. Somehow it just clicked. I had to.
That's kind of scary, no?
Yeah, that's right.
What if kids jump, you know?
No.
And like this bonks their head?
Yeah, so I have to fix
Yeah, we
it.
got to fix that. I could see an Airbnb claim happening right there. Wait, knock on wood. What is the stress level like running an Airbnb versus your investment banking work?
Not much at all, I have to tell you. So you didn't see me smiling from ear to ear back then because of the stress, and that's one of the things too.
Yeah.
I was short to my kids, and I didn't like it.
Oh,
so
like high
I
temper?
feel like I was kind of mean because I was so stressed, and when I'm home, I just want to shut down, I just want to rest. And now I spend a lot of time with them. And then to the point that they didn't think I was working at all. Like, Mom, you there?
That's funny.
I'm like, that's right, but this month I make about 10K without, having to be there.
Now that it's going well, we know your goal. Do you have any advice that you want to give to new people who are looking to start this?
Get a coach. Without your training and your weekly call, I can never do this because I have no idea what are the steps and how to go about them. And not just that, when we have problem, you came in and help us like in a big time. There was one time with my first property.
I remember that.
I thought I have to close it down because I've never run into that kind of big problem, and it wasn't my fault.
It was not your fault at all.
So thanks goodness that you were there to guide me.
A coach is super helpful. I wish I had one. So like all the mistakes that you guys are running into, I kind of like dug my own grave and had to climb out of it.
What can I do to help you back? Because you literally changed my life, and I really want to stick with you and your group for as long as I could.
The best thing that I'm looking for is just for you to keep progressing at like even faster rate.
Okay.
The first few things that you've described about yourself is that you've worked hard and you've continued to exhibit those qualities from investment banking over to this side, right? So I think if you just like are willing to take the risk to go remote, you're going to see whatever results you have become much, much better. We can buy you a property within the next 30 days that'll do fantastic on it.
I would love that.
But it's going to be remote.
Okay. Let me
warm up to
process
that.
it.
So if you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you leave a comment and tell us what you think about Min's beautiful property. Be honest and give us constructive feedback. So whatever we can do to improve the property in the future, we can implement it. Besides that, make sure you comment and subscribe.